Hey Jessica, let's check these out. First one here, we're going to use the addition method, and it's probably better to rearrange this to, ax plus by equals some number, right? So let's do that. So our first equation here is going to be 4x. I'm going to subtract the 5y, we'll bring that over. I'm going to that's going to equal 7. Down here, same play, we're going to have 8x plus 2y, right? Because I'm going to add 2y to both sides, and that's going to equal 8. So it's usually just better to have everything in this way when we're doing the addition method for sure. Now we can go after any variable we want to. Really doesn't matter. Let's multiply this top one by -2. The reason why is we'll go after our x's. -2 times 4 is -8, and then when I add it, that's going to be canceling our x's off. So I'll just write it in right here. We have -8x plus 10y, and then that's going to equal -14. Okay? We'll add those two together. Our x's are gone. This is gone anyway. We're going to have 10y plus 2y is 12y. And then we're going to have -14 plus 8. That's going to be -6. Next, we'll divide both sides by 12 just to isolate our variable. And that's going to equal -1/2. Okay? So there we go. We have now isolated one variable. It's a fraction, but that's okay. Next, we'll go back up into here. You could do the here or here. It's basically the same thing. I just rearranged it a little bit, and we're going to solve for x because we know what y is. So let's take this guy right here. 4x equals 5y plus 7. 4x equals 5 plus 5y plus 7. Right? And just make sure I copied that right. 5y plus 7. Okay, so 4x is going to equal 5 times 1/2 plus 7. Okay, so we can do that out. 5 times 1/2, I'll just do it up here. 4x is going to equal 5/2, right? Because we just multiply 5 times 1 is 5/2, plus 7. Copy error there, which I caught. Okay, next, we can combine these up a little bit if you want. Let's scale that up. Instead of 7 over 1, we'll double it. We'll call it 14 over 2. 5 plus 14 is 19 over 2. So 4x equals 19 over 2. I'll divide both sides by 4. Over here, I'm going to multiply by the inverse. Remember, with fractions, we don't divide. We flip it and multiply by the inverse. So x is going to equal 19 over 8. Okay, so there's our answers right there. 19 over 8 for x and -1/2. So as an ordered pair, 19 over 8, comma, -1/2. Right? So fractions are your friend. Don't fear the fractions. Second one you asked, let's do this one by the substitution method. I'll get a new color because I'm bored. Basically, both of these are in terms of x. So we're going to take 1. We know that x equals 9y minus 8, and we'll just jam that into the top one for x. So I'm going to have 9y minus 8 equals the rest of this, 3y minus 8. And then we'll just solve using algebra. I'll minus 3y from both sides, and I'll add 8 over here just to get rid of that. Do it in 2 steps. So we're going to have 6y equals 0. And then we're going to divide both sides by 6. Y equals 0. So now we know y equals 0. We can go back up into here. Just pick one equation, doesn't matter which one, and find x. If I do this one right here, I'll just copy it a little bigger so you can see it. X equals 9y minus 8. Y is 0 though, so this is gone. X equals -8. So again, as an ordered pair, -8 and 0. Okay, so hope that helps. It's okay to have 0. 0 is a thing. It's okay to have fractions too. If you have any other problems, let me know.